Hello, I'm Karen Elgersma at Alexander's Coffee in Sydney, celebrating art for a cause. And you're watching Go Island on Shaw TV. On today's show, an innovative program to help seniors eat healthier and a new guide that may help break the cycle of homelessness. And on Talk to Me, Dan Kahn talks about home sweet home not being very sweet for some of us. All that and more on Go Island. Thank you so much for joining us on Go Island. We're at Alexander's Coffee in beautiful Sydney by the Sea. And of course, you can't come here and not get a coffee. And of course, Sandy always thinks I'm crazy that I use a straw, but otherwise I end up eating my lipstick. So yes, this is where I come almost every morning to get my coffee. I have a skim milk latte, grande, little extra whip on the top, makes me happy. But you know what? We're not here just to celebrate coffee. We're here to celebrate art that is not only going to fill the walls of Alexander's, but it's going to make a difference in our community. Tell me about the big event coming up.
Well, our event is called the Community of Hearts. Our goal was to create a fundraiser and do a little bit more in the community than just give out the baskets to the different functions and whatnot. But we decided to do something that would actually produce a little bit of capital that we could then donate to a cause and help the community out where we could.
And who is the lucky recipient of this year's event?
Well, this year it's the Sidney Lions Food Bank.
So let me just explain how it works. You come into Alexander's Coffee, you get a coffee. I would recommend a straw if you have lipstick, just kidding. You get a drink, you sit down, you look around at the beautiful art, and then you bid for your favorite piece. And of course, when the bids close, if you're lucky enough to get that piece, all the money will go to support the Sidney Lions Food Bank.
Absolutely.
So tell us about this piece here.
This is a piece done by Kit McDonald, and I think as Karen said, it totally personifies what we are doing here, and it's called Helping Hands, and it's a collage piece, and it just shows really what we're doing here.
We're going to poke around Alexander's, and we're going to look at give you a sneak peek of just a few of the paintings that are going to be on the wall. But first, so many of seniors in our community simply don't have the resources to create healthy meals, but Kool-Aid has created a new program to make sure that they're not only well fed, but the food is delicious and healthy. Jen Moranitz has that story. Thank you, Kool-Aid, for all the hard work you do, because we all know that having a home-cooked, delicious, healthy meal makes all the difference in the quality of someone's life. And that is why Sandy at Alexander's Coffee is putting on a very important fundraiser, because she's using many of her friends and family and customers' beautiful art as a way to help the Sidney Lions Food Bank. Now, Ruth, you are an artist I've interviewed many times over the years, but this year, rather than you participate by donating art, you helped your granddaughter, who works here, Paige. So tell us about what Paige put together for the show.
Well, Paige is, I was told it was food and love, so perhaps I got the wrong information.
Food and love
go together. They go together. Well, anyway, she wanted to combine a little bit of food and love, and she chose Paris as her theme.
Of course, why we're all here today is that we are helping raise money for the food bank. So when you come to Alexander's Coffee over the next 2 weeks, look around and put your bid out, enjoy a cup of coffee and the beautiful art, and make a difference, because there are so many people who are in need. In fact, I know that it's almost impossible for me to imagine what it might be like to live on the street. But for many, many people here on Vancouver Island, that is a sad reality. But there's a new street guide that's out that will not only help people who are living on the street, but it actually might contribute to ending their life on the street, giving them a home, work, and all sorts of other resources. Nikki Iwanishin explains. Just steaming some milk here at Alexander's Coffee, helping out because they are helping the Sidney Lions Food Bank. It's the least I can do. We have to take a quick break, but when we come back, James Green hits the street to talk to those living on the street about what life is like, and Kim Rock will tell us what's happening, what concerts are coming up. She's got some good announcements, so stay with us. Hello and welcome back to Go Island. And it's not just coffee that's brewing here at Alexander's Coffee in Sydney. No, there's love brewing, because all the angels here at Alexander's have come together to create a fantastic fundraiser. Just remind everyone the name of the fundraiser and what it's all about.
Okay.
It's called the Community of Hearts, and it's an annual fundraiser. We've done this is our 5th year, and it's to raise money for a community project or a community need or community anything, as long as it stays in the community.
And this year it goes to the Sidney Lions Food Bank, who is in such great need of help. So this is such a win-win. Tell us about the piece right here. I just think this is so adorable.
Thank you. Yes, it's a beautiful little piece done by an artist that's new in our family, and her name is Christine Bender, and it's called Popsicle Among the Foxgloves. So it's you could be the lucky winning bid on this piece.
I think she looks like I did when I was a little girl. Yes. Can't you just see me? First of all, I would have been eating. Blonde, chubby cheeks. Yeah. I think this could be a mini Karen right there.
There you go.
It almost looks like a microphone. We are now going to head out where James Green is hitting the streets to talk to people who are living on the streets and ask them what life is really like. Thank you, James Green. You are so good at getting out there and hitting the street and asking people questions. I just love your streeter stories. We're here at Alexander's Coffee, where there's always art on the wall. And this particular piece won't be part of the upcoming show that's raising money for the Sidney Lions Food Bank, but this very same artist will be contributing another piece, an original, so you're gonna have to come down here to see it. But I love it because it's rocky and there's beautiful rocks everywhere, and it reminds me of Kim Rock, one of my favorite reporters on TV, and she is going to tell you what is happening in the concert scene.
I would love to add a piece of my art for the upcoming auction.
Well, thank you, Whitney. You are going to add a piece of art as part of the auction? What a sweetheart you are. Whitney, you are such a special girl. I know that you've done so much for the community over the years, and your piece will be filled with heart and love. And of course, all the money goes to the Sidney Lions Food Bank. And we're gonna be heading there in just a moment. We're also gonna be hitting the streets with Dan Kahn's Talk to Me. And this week, the subject is homelessness. So stay with us. We are now at the Sidney Lions Food Bank, just down the road from Alexander's Coffee. Bev Elder, I love you, Bev. This is one of my favorite people in Sydney. You and Sandy Shams. What does it mean to you that the angels of the community and Alexander's Coffee are going to come together and use their passion and love of art to make a difference at the Sidney Lions Food Bank?
Well, it's coming at a perfect time of year. Everybody is over the Christmas, and it's a great way to give back and probably end up with a lovely piece of artwork.
Well, thank you, Bev, and thank you to all for watching Go Island. We so appreciate that you take time out of your busy day to hang out with us. If you have any story ideas or suggestions or comments or feedback, tell us. You can find us on Facebook, you can follow us on Twitter, you can email us. We really enjoy hearing what you have to say. Thank you for watching.